Assalamu alaikum. Currently, I am in Masjid Aisha, which is the nearest place of miqat for people who would like to do Umrah, but they're already within the Haram area, within near Masjid Al Haram. As I've already done my Umrah 2 days ago, I already find myself inside Masjid Al Haram, within the vicinity of it. So, as part of the requirement to do the second Umrah, one must leave the specified perimeter of Al Haram, and the nearest perimeter is Masjid Aisha, which is about 13 kilometers away from Masjid Al Haram. So, as part of the requirement, I must come here and make the intention that I would like to do an Umrah. I've done that. I prayed 2 rak'ah nafil salah. I made the intention by saying labbaik Allahumma umrah, and I've also read out loud the the dua you must read to assume the position of a muhrim, the person who has taken or made the intention to do Umrah. I read labbaik Allahumma labbaik, labbaik la sharika laka labbaik, innal hamda wan ni'mata laka wal mulk la sharika lak, which roughly translates as, here I am, O Allah, here I am, there is no partner for you, here I am, verily all praises for you, every bounty is from you, and all dominion is yours, you have no partner. It is a requirement, as I understand it, that one must read it at least once, although it is highly recommended that you repeat this as many times as possible until you're ready for the next stage of Umrah, which is going to Masjid Al Haram and doing the tawaf, going around the house of Allah Azza wa Jal 7 times, just to show you around the masjid, Masjid Al Aisha again. So it's beautiful. It looks. It's one floor. It's a huge masjid, and as you can see, there are lots of people who are wearing the same clothing as me, which is a requirement for performing Umrah. The 2 pieces of attire, one covering the upper part of the body, and the one is covering the lower part. So all the people who are wearing similar clothing as me are presumably wanting to do Umrah too. Another part of the requirement is that you do not cover your head, and you wear shoes that doesn't cover your heels. So most people would be wearing sandals or slippers. So inshallah, the next station would be Masjid Al Haram again, where I would be taking the second most important step of Umrah, and that is performing tawaf around Masjid Al Haram. Until then, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum again. I'm in the second stage of my journey. So after I left the Masjid Aisha, I've entered the Haram Sharif again. So the next stage of Umrah is doing tawaf. In fact, the entirety of the rest of the stages will be performed within Masjid Al Haram and within the vicinity of Masjid Al Haram. The second stage is doing the tawaf, going around Kaaba 7 times, which I'm going to do now, inshallah. The crowd is likely to be quite busy. It tends to be quite busy. After Fajr, the pre-dawn prayer apparently tends to be slightly quiet, although when I prayed last night, it didn't feel like crowd. So I'm very close to I'm going to be entering the masjid now, inshallah. So the entrance of the masjid is ahead of me. So this entrance is specifically dedicated for people who are performing Umrah. This entrance allows you access to the ground floor where the Kaaba is located. Otherwise, you would be directed to different gates that would take you to first floor, second floor, and other floors of the masjid. I came with different garment other than this. I wasn't allowed in this way before. So Alhamdulillah, very happy to be coming in. All the people coming through this lane, male and females, they are most likely will be performing Umrah or something that would require them to do tawaf around Masjid al-Haram. And that would be the second stage of the masjid, the second stage of the pilgrimage of Umrah. Until then, لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد نعمك لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك هيا شيخ هيا هيا هلا عادي عادي شوية
استنى يالا ما تمشيش كده. الزاد فين؟ الزاد فين يالا؟ مش عارف قدامك اهو.
سلام नहीं गलत गलत गलत
now I'm walking to the hill of As-Safa. One thing that they should have told me is I should practice walking without any shoes. There's lots of walking involving no shoes. It's preferable that once one gets himself or herself used to walking barefooted, which will make things much easier. But when Hajar radiallahu anha made the journey between As-Safa and Al-Marwa, she made those journey in desperation. So even though there is some pain, it's a reminder of what we are following, whose footstep we are following and who we are honoring. So it is good experience, Alhamdulillah, and all good is from Allah Azza wa Jal. I'm here now in the hill of As-Safa. This is where the hill of Safa starts. As you can see, people are going from one side to another, so they will start their journey here in the hill of Safa, and they will walk down right at the end in the hill of Marwa, and then they will come back. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. As you can see, I've completed my Umrah.